We weren't even open yet. It was like April in 2015. And this woman rang the doorbell. She was, at the time, 92 years old. And she said, "My name is Ruby Green. I hear you're opening a weaving studio. I'm 92 years old, and I've always wanted to learn how to weave." She was here every week, twice a week, for the remainder of the last 4 years of her life. She wove, and she would say repeatedly that weaving made her live longer. It kept her brain sharper. And the way that this community embraced her and adopted her was one of the most meaningful things. Hi, my name is Jessica Pinsky. I am the founder and executive director here at Praxis Fiber Workshop. We opened our doors in 2015, so we just celebrated our 10-year anniversary. My first grant with the Cleveland Foundation was in 2019, and that allowed us to do one of my favorite projects to date that we've ever done at Praxis, which is part of Cuyahoga 50. We made, with the help of probably almost 900 community members at 10 separate locations and workshops throughout the city, we made 3 60-foot banners out of our naturally grown indigo that hung from the Detroit Shoreway Bridge during the celebration. And that, I think, really showed our organization like what is possible, what we're capable of, how many people we can really reach. But then most recently, we were at this really important crossroads where our 10-year lease was running up, and we either could purchase our building or we would have to move. And the state of the building, the price of the building, all of those things were making it absolutely impossible. We were short. And I was able to reach out to Lillian and to my program officers at the Cleveland Foundation and tell them that we were in a real pickle, that either we came up with a difference or we had to move, and that would have been devastating to all of the investment that we have made here on this particular corner of the district. And so they were able to close that gap. We purchased our building in February of 2025, and after that happened, all of a sudden everything was possible. We have 3 residential units upstairs. We're expanding our residency program. We are opening a crop to cloth retail store in the storefront next door, which will be a retail store for sustainable textiles. The other thing that we did with the Cleveland Foundation is we purchased our second TC2 loom. So the first one we bought in 2018, and that is in the house next door. And that launched the only residency program for digital weaving in North America. And the Cleveland Foundation helped us purchase the second loom. So we doubled the size of our program. We doubled the revenue that we're generating as a result of the program. And we welcome now 44 artists from around the world to weave on these digital looms. And we have become the hub for digital weaving in North America. So we just have like this we have the experts, we have the incredible staff, we have the residents, and it's so cool to be able to have something like Craft Circle happening and something like the digital weaving residency, and having everybody commingle and hang and get to know each other and share in their experience. So that's been pretty amazing. All couldn't have happened without those grants. One of the most important things to me about where we positioned Praxis in the city of Cleveland was that we are in a residential neighborhood. I wanted to be part of a commercial corridor where there were other merchants, but I wanted a real neighborhood, because the truth is that fiber art is universal. This is the medium that is for literally every person, regardless of your age, race, culture, background. We're all wearing clothing, we're all sleeping under blankets, we're walking on rugs, and these articles become family heirlooms and relics that are passed down generation to generation that I'm sure almost every person has some kind of emotional connection to. So already textiles is so easy to make it accessible because it's already all of ours.